Today we have a special video, ladies and gentlemen, personally requested by, I'm gonna get the name wrong, Evil, I hope it is, for me to cover one of their songs. So I will be more than honored to do it. I love seeing different artists all over the world and different creativity that the artists project from their souls. So we're here. And yeah, hopefully I'm not too critical. I have a certain music taste. Like, I would say my certain music taste is everything, but I don't know. I have a certain flow that I like throughout each genre. So hopefully I'm not too critical. Oh, when I get these personal requests, sometimes I'm scared to cover them because I'm like, oh man, y'all want my honest opinion? Sometimes I'm like, I hope I give the best one, because like I don't want to sugarcoat or fake anything if it's like cringy or corny. Sometimes I find myself slipping, but then I'm like, no, I gotta give it straight. But anyways, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sending out a lot of love. Let's get into this. The song and the video they gave me to look at is "The Birth of Evil," if it's evil. But I would say that's pretty crafty if it's evil. That's cool, like the way you made your name. Anyways, all right, let's get into this. A little bit of background about Ivel is they are a independent dark pop artist based in London, and yeah, and came across little old me. So let's do this. Let's hop in here, see what we're working with. All right, whew. I'm like nervous about this because this is the same way I felt about that dope like rapper that gave me his Truman Show one. That was cold. And I felt like even before that video, same feeling. I was like, oh man, here we go. All right, here we go.
This is the beginning of my story. A story I never wanted to tell.
Okay.
A story I wanted to hide from the world. This is bigger than me. Light and darkness. Why are we too blind to see?
Okay.
That all is one and nothing is without.
Facts.
Timeless, formless, be. What you resist gains power, gains energy, and suddenly turns into this entity. Accepting the madness is the first step to resolving its all-surrounding presence. Do you dare to follow me on this journey?
Storytelling.
I was born in a thunderstorm, learned to fight and to survive. I grew up and I never knew how to be alive. I can feel your sadness, surrender to the darkness, give in to the madness. Let her go, I run the show, we give in and lose control. Let her go, I run the show, we give in and lose control. Let her go, I run the show, we give in and lose control. Let her go, I run the show. Yeah? This is the birth of Ivel. This is the birth of Ivel. This is the birth of evil. It has always been within you, and it's within you too. Yeah. It has always been within you, and it's within you too. Yeah. Come and follow me down this rabbit hole. Follow me in the unknown. Follow me to the other side. A lunatic running wild. It's dangerous on the dark side, but the fun's just begun. Get your ammunition, get your ammunition, get your ammunition, get your ammunition. This is the birth of Ivel. This is the birth of Ivel. This is the birth of evil.
Nah, this is actually hella fire. I'm not gonna hold. The beat is sick too. Yeah, holy shit.
My sacred self put on a shelf, lost in despair, broken pieces, no repair. The evil eye, a magician's spell, waited all this time, 'cause this part is too hard to tell. To live a lie, to die in peace, to be alive, to fully breathe, to feel what is and not miss a thing, but then the facade is crumbling. I'm tumbling down to other lands. Here we are now, no one to hold my hand. I'm alone and you watch the drama. Time to let go. You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Whoa, that was kind of crazy, bro. Whoa, that was kind of sick. Hang on. I gotta like run back my favorite part. I think, holy shit. Yeah. Okay. I gotta start with, I think I'm gonna start with visuals before I get to vocals. Ooh, that was crazy. Okay. So it was like spoken word from the beginning to end. Oh, it was just so sick. The visuals are really cool.
This is bigger than me. Light
This was sick.
and darkness. Why
I don't know. This was sick. This was like the
all is one and
perfect.
nothing's without.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the perfect scene for the, like, I don't know, the mirrors and everything. And I like the use of the mirrors too. The mirrors like being, well, okay. I don't know if that was exactly what you were going for, but the portals, the other self, that, I don't know. I like it. I fucked with this way more than I thought I would. I'm not going to lie. That's what's actually catching me right now, because it's definitely a style that I'm not used to, but I could see where you said it's like Melanie Martinez. That's cool. That this shit is.
Ammunition, get your ammunition. This is the path.
Yo, yeah, hold on. This is fucking cool. This is fire. This is hard. And what did this remind me of? I don't. There's something with the bandages around the face. I can't think of it right now. I can't put my tongue on it. But I want to see if I can get. I might have to listen through again to try to get to really capture the lyrics, unless you have the lyrics. Let me see if you have the lyrics in the description. Let me see if, because I want the lyrics so I can really break them down. Let me see. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna listen through again, but not on video. I'm gonna just cut to it and then I'm gonna break down the lyrics. Okay, I know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna break it up into parts, so I'm gonna be pausing a lot. So first of all, everything she said in the beginning here, why are we too blind to see that all is one and nothing is without, all of that, so very true. What you resist gains power. That too, like fate, you have to pay attention to what you don't want to experience, or be prepared to experience it the most. What she was talking about right here, what you resist gains power,
gains
and then
energy, and
boom, right here, and then turns into this entity. So this, I don't want to say, okay, how this spoke to me is basically all the entities you create in your head, because there's actual entities and things that you build with your mind that are feeding off of you. So that's where that spoke out to me. Then she went into this first verse right here. Let me see if I can get it to play.
born in a thunderstorm.
Where she was
Learn
born,
to fight and to survive.
learned to fight and to survive.
I grew up and I never knew
Grew up and she never
how
knew.
to be alive.
That one right there. Okay, that one spoke to me for a lot of people. So I guess I had, yeah, I can say I had my own run-ins with programming like this. Okay, I guess I can say it from like my own life. So me, I've kind of always been a go against the system, or really live completely authentically. So when she sung that part, that felt like, how can I say, is like, there's multiple things I want to say. The fight, learning to fight and survive. Most people are living in a survival type of mindset instead of actually living. We're like literally programmed into society that it's like, you got to survive, you got to fight, this, and that, right? And she said she never, let me go back to it just so I make sure I'm hitting these right. So out the lyrics is hard.
Learn to fight and to survive. I grew up and I never knew.
I grew up and I never knew.
How to be alive.
I grew up and I never knew how to be alive. Okay, so this one, that for where I was taking it, or kind of trying to show it from my own life, is like, for me, that's the one thing I've always held on to, is that most of the things that I was learning and being introduced to through school and parents and everything was only one perspective of what the real world looked like to yourself. So that right there, what she was saying, like she never learned how to actually truly be alive, I feel like that's the case for most people. You're like programmed in society, and that's where though that set of lines stuck out to me, is like, I've met a lot of people that are like that. But
I can feel your sadness. Surrender to the darkness. Give in to the madness. Let her go around the show. We give in and lose control. Let her go around the show. We give in and lose control. Let her go.
And I like the mirrors and what she's saying here about giving into the sadness and like letting go, lose control, the madness and all that, because it's like literally talking to your shadow self. And if I swear, if any people are walking this path of enlightenment or whatever you want to call this journey, you know that you have to give into the madness to become truly sane. It's like the mad are truly sane, and the people who say they're sane are truly mad. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that going on. There's also this, I almost want to say, there's almost like this dark circus theme to it, or dark like dollhouse. I know you have to be that's, I get the Melina Martinez like thing again. It's like you can feel that from this. You definitely got that across to whoever would watch this. It feels like there's this doll in a huge ass dollhouse feel. So I love these vocals. See, okay, for me, it's hard to hear what you're saying here. This is the what? I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like you're saying this is the bath arrival. I cannot, I don't know, for some reason, I think I don't know, I can't hear. The path? Yeah, that I can't. That part I just can't hear. I don't know. I don't know if it's the way you said it. I'm not sure. I don't know. It could just be me. It could just be me. I don't know what I'm hearing, like path arrival, then like bath arrival, then something. I don't know. I can't really hear that part. But still, the vocals on that part are fire. Then this part in the beginning right here.
I was born in a thunderstorm. Learn to fight and to survive.
Nope, it's growing on me. Nope, it's growing on me. Never mind. But okay, let me get here.
And it's within you too. Yeah. It has always been within you. And it's within you too. Yeah. Come and follow me down this rabbit hole. Follow me in the unknown. Follow me to the other side. A lunar take a run away.
Again, like this part 2, follow me into the unknown. Um, for me, it's funny. Okay, for me, it always goes back to the path itself, because a lot of people in the world don't truly know themselves, and when you dig depths within yourself, shout out to B.O.B., you are going into the unknown. A lot of people don't like going into that shadow, mad, dark, like insane, as she says, lunatic, runaway lunatic side of themselves. They don't like going into it. So her saying, come with me into this path, it's like she's there, she's accepted her shadow, she's going down that path, still walking the path, but then inviting you to go down the rabbit hole. Because when you start learning about yourself and truly understanding what makes you tick, where everything comes from in your life, you're going down a rabbit hole. So I like that part.
Come and follow me down this rabbit hole. Follow me in the unknown. Yeah.
I'll say it after.
It's dangerous on the dark side, but the fun has just begun.
That's true.
Get your ammunition, get your ammunition, get your ammunition, get your ammunition. This is the path of Ivel. This is the path of Ivel.
Not gonna lie, you got me there. I truly cannot understand that part. It's literally just me. I don't know what it is. I cannot understand that part. I don't know why. Now, the part about this is the bad side, and this is like, et cetera, like the get your ammunition. The reason I like that, the reason I like that line right there is because this actually speaks volumes for me recently, and I felt this the first time I listened through it is art in general, or whatever may be your, either if it's your hobby or you're making it a career, whatever your thing, to basically just it's almost like it's just your art. It's like you being you is your art, right? And I feel like when you tap into that side that she's talking about, so I don't like to see things as bad or good. So I don't want to say your shadow self is necessarily a bad side, or the dark side is necessarily the bad side. For me, it all goes back to the shadow self, that part that a lot of people don't deal with. And how she said, she said that line and then went into get your ammunition. I feel like from that shadow side, you get a lot of your ammunition. It's like the skeletons in your closet. And when you actually load up that ammunition and fire it into whatever you end up creating, it becomes masterpiece. So there's that cliche of the artist locking themselves in the room, going through that depression phase or the anxiety phase, whatever, and during that phase they make the best art of their life. Now for me, I can tell you this is so true. Sometimes when I be dancing to certain songs, man, it feels like I'm pouring my very being into the dance. But and that's where that spoke to me, because I don't know if I said that right as of late, but as of recently, this happened to me very, very recently, where I was using my platform, because a lot of my art now just comes through the way I speak. And I remember over some videos on my channel, this one right here, I got really personal, really started to open up about a lot of things I was feeling, in terms of when it comes to the law of attraction, where I was in life, etc., etc. And I noticed, like, this is honestly one of the best kind of like breath of waking up moments I had. That's why this line speaks to me about getting your ammunition from that side, if that's how she meant it. I got really open in those videos, and I realized that some of the people close to you really won't appreciate that, but then the ones who do appreciate, like, who you are when you open up about that side, or you're just venting or using your platform as, you can be honest, be vulnerable, do those things. And I just you really start to see who appreciates you. And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people really do appreciate you for doing that. Now, there's always balance, so don't be one of those people who's always, spilling it. Like, you want to also get control of that, control your emotions and the things that are going on within you. But if you're someone who really locks up and keeps that in, you got to tap into that madness sometimes, because honestly your best breakthroughs are within that, and sometimes it can be private. For me, I felt the need to be like, yo, I need to say what's going on, or I need to put it in a video, because that's like my art form. But I noticed it did open doors for me, because it showed me truly where I wanted to be at, and truly around me who's real about this. And yeah, I'm going a little bit off into a tangent with that one line, but that video almost felt like ammunition. Like when I shot it out, some people got personally hurt by the video when it wasn't intended to hurt them. It's like, this is my art form, and this is just how I deal with my stuff. And when you deal with your stuff, you don't see me going over here and being like, okay, like, you know, I don't take it personal if there's, you know, something about me, or someone, the way someone feels about me in this certain regard. But I noticed lately that ammo, you like really need to let it fly unapologetically sometimes, and it'll reveal things. It's just like, yeah, that's just what that bar did for me. That was serious, and those, that reminded me of those videos that I just recently did, because it really exposed, you know, it exposed someone close to me. So it's like, yeah, you know, someone who says they're down for your art, and they understand art, and they understand everyone's unique, and yada yada, and yeah, it just wants to project and not take accountability for their own things. That spoke to me. It's like it exposed people who don't deal with their shadow. That's what I'll say. But I like that. That was deep for me. And then the part right here where she's saying that, and then saying let go, like, too. That too, it's always been within you, and it's within you. So that part right here. Okay, right there, that was funny to me the first time I listened to it, because it sounded like you said, it's always been within you, and it's within you too. I was like, huh? Like, did you mean to say, like, it's always been within you, and it's within me too, or something like that? Because I was like, it's always been within you, and it's within you too. I don't know, I could just be hating there. Just sounded weird, but that's funny to me. But again, that's speaking on the whole shadow side, or the inner power. And even if it's an inner darkness, it's still an inner power that can be transmuted to something different. Yeah, that's just weird to me. I love this part, yeah. I love all this right here. That.
My sacred self put on a shelf.
Love this part.
Lost in
This too.
despair, broken pieces, no repair. The evil eye, a magician's spell, waited all this time, 'cause this part is too hard to tell. To live a lie, to die in peace, to be alive, to fully breathe, to feel what is and not miss a thing. But then the facade is crumbling. I'm tumbling down to other lands. Here we are now, no one to hold my hand. I'm alone and you watch the drama. Time to let go. You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Yeah, definitely talented. Like the spoke. I think that's the coolest part for me. Like basically the storytelling, the everything. even this spoke to me, but I could be reading it wrong on what this is. Like, almost like, okay, so right, my mind is going like to many different places, but this is almost like ego. There's a mask on, you're trying to rip the mask off or trying to truly see what's underneath. This also made me think about instantly when I seen it. It was this. It was the Twilight Zone. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And it was the, let me see, it was the, yeah, it was this. It's this right here. Whew. Oh my gosh, I remember this gave me like nightmares when I first seen it, but this right here, this episode, oh my gosh, I don't even want to spoil it. If you're, let me get that. I don't even want to spoil this, but you gotta go see this Twilight Zone. But that's the feeling I got with the bandages on the face. It's just like, I don't know. I can't say exactly what it is for me, but yeah, this is really good. And I would say I would sum this up. The thing I would say to sum this whole video up and song is literally, this is what awakening feels like. This is 100% what awakening feels like, bro. This is what it feels like. So yeah, you captured it way better than I expected. Honestly, I went in not expecting really low, like, oh, this can be ass. I never do that. But I expected myself to okay. It was what I expected and half not at the same time. It's like I expected it to be weird, like when you said the type of vibe that it is, dark pop, I was like, oh, it's about to be weird. It's about to be something I'm not used to. But then it was dope. Like, it was dope. And yeah, and I would really sum this up as this is what awakening feels like. 100%. 100%. And yeah, you got your look, you got your style to you. Your name's dope. I'm saying this for just have discovered you, but clean. I like it. I did like it. For me, now the only parts I would say is that part of the song I can't hear. I can't really hear the lyric, and I feel bad, and that's why I like having the lyrics on the screen. I don't know if you have a lyric video, but that part right there, only part, I still can't. And even if I play it back, I'm not going to be able to understand it. Maybe after it'll come to me. I don't know. And then there was one more thing I was going to say about the flow here. But that could be the dark pop style, so that's why I don't want to talk on it too much, not knowing this genre or style of music too well. But it almost like, yeah, I don't know what it is. It's almost like the voice. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Because your voice is dope, but I don't know if it's the fucking... It's something about the flow and the beat in the beginning that caught me. That was kind of like, okay, I don't know if this... I don't really like how it's going, but then as it got into it, I started warming up to it. And earlier, that's what I meant when I said, oh, hang on, it's growing on me. Because now that I play it back, I'm liking it more that I listen to it. But there's still something unnatural to the flow to me. And I don't know if it's like the cadence. I don't know. I've been really listening to so much music and dance to so much music, and it's kind of like I can feel it in my body when it's almost like something feels slightly off, and I can't tell, and that's what bugs me about this part.
I grew up and I never knew how to be alive. I can feel your sadness.
Like, oh, like it's like weird. It's like it's on beat, but I don't know. But still, nonetheless, sounds good to me. It does, like, after it started getting into it, and then everything, the scenes and just the imagery, I like it. I mess with it. So yeah, this is fire. That's all I got to say. This is what awakening feels like. I can understand that one part of the song. The flow is a bit strange to me at some points, but it picked itself up, and you got crazy vocals. And yeah, I mess with it. So I hope I did the job. And to all of you watching, much love and moonlight, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'm out of here. Peace.